women's football. Here on the Women's Football Chat Show.
Hello and welcome to the Women's Football Chat Show, where, as you can see, I'm joined by the American again. Hello, Catherine. How you doing?
Hello, Laura. I'm doing pretty good for Saturday. It's Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saturday.
can't complain.
Still Saturday. About to change for me. It's a late one for me, so it is. So yeah, if I can get the stream up, then we will be doing a USA versus Japan watch along. But I'm currently trying to find for one at the moment, so it may take a wee while for me to tune in. But
Yeah,
I can't get
I'm
in.
not struggling to get a stream, but then again, it is USA playing, and I am in USA in the US, so probably helps that I can at least watch it. But I don't know. They've got the pregame on, and they've got one of the players mic'd up. Sophia Wilson is doing she's warming up and walking the pitch and giving an interview at the same time.
Oh, it's all right.
Um,
To my rescue, he is going to sort it out for me. So yes, he has come to my rescue. Hopefully, he has found a stream where I can watch along with you. So it is.
the channels in which I can usually watch totally legal streams is not doing this game today, which is a bit surprising. But I don't know, in the world of women's international friendlies today, Canada just wrapped up against Zambia. Sorry, they won 4-0. Two players with a brace for both of them. So Canada did pretty well. Brazil is kicking off in 4.5 hours. They're playing South Korea. Australia beat Malawi 5-0. Kenya beat India 2-0. Those are the FIFA series. Canada is, I think, in Brazil.
We'll be watching the game along with you. They've currently got it on Sophia Wilson. So they have
She's talking to good old Julie Foudy there. I think that's her.
She's what they've got off on the pitch. I am going to try and find the US lineup, and then I'm going to try and find the Japan lineup, and obviously we'll let you know who's going to be starting for the two teams. So we will.
Bob and SofaScore have them both, so that might make it a little bit easier.
No worries.
All right.
Let me see.
You have done pretty good. All right.
Australia won earlier on as well. They won 5-0, even though live score told Australia got beat. So they did.
Yeah.
Women's.
All right. So Shannon Box, unnamed lady, Becky. Crap. What's her new last name? Becky Sauerbrunn and Julie Foudy. Why can't? Not her new last name. Becky Sauerbrunn has been married for a while. She's just stuck with her maiden name while being a professional player.
Not please.
I am not a fan of how the US released their starting 11 graphic. They did it in number order, instead of like by position. So you go Claudia Dickey, she is the goalkeeper, and then you go Trinity Rodman. You go goalkeeper, and then winger, attacker, wherever she's playing today. And then don't worry, it looks like Emily Fox is playing out on the wing. So, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of how she plays anyway. So
the way LiveScore has got it set up is as a 4-4-2 for the USA, and then obviously Dickey starts and goals for them unfortunately for Arsenal, Emily Fox starts, Naomi Gurma, Wesley Thompson, and then obviously in the midfield, we've got Trinity Rodman, Lindsay Heaps, Sam Kofi, Alyssa Thompson. Hopefully no one pulls her hair. Sorry, I just had to get that in there. Rose Lavelle and Sophia Smith obviously starts for them.
I think that Rose Lavelle might be dropping back a little bit more, and it's going to be like Thompson and Wilson as the front two more. I mean, but then again, whatever the heck Emma Hayes is doing with this formation, I don't think she has a set formation. And I mean, it is a friendly, but you are also going up against one of the other top teams in the world right now, who just came off of winning a major trophy.
Yeah,
So
the Japan have obviously just won the Asia Cup. They won in the final against Australia. So let's not just brush them aside that it's going to be an easy game for the USA. We spoke about it on last night's show that obviously the USA used to be one of the dominant teams and globally, and now all of a sudden the other teams are starting to catch up to them, which means like England, Spain, Japan even. I think Japan are going to be a really hard team to beat in the World Cup next year. So
I mean, let's not discount Japan either. They have a World Cup themselves. So I think Japan, especially in the last probably World Cup cycle, they performed well, but they were kind of going through that rebuild, and now they've hit it, and now it seems to be like they are really finding their stride. Because I'll be honest, yeah, the Team USA, they went hella strong today, but so did Japan, and it's not going to be a walk in the park for the US.
I'll obviously read out the lineup for Japan as well. They start with Yamashita in goal. They start in left back and right back. Sorry, Minami. I'm really sorry if I butcher these names, right? But Takahashi, Toga, Kikwana, Kwaka. I don't know as I say. They've obviously got Hasegawa in midfield. Let's not brush aside Hasegawa and what she's done for Man City over the last 2 seasons. I think she would be a really good fit for any team that she fits in. Nagamo, Mizawa also as well. Mia Hazawa for Man United. Like she has also been a superstar for them as well. Taking off that Arsenal cap and being really honest. Fujino, obviously up top, and Matazukubu. Yeah, and that's the Japan lineup. So, as I say, like this is a lineup that won the Asia Cup recently against Australia, and let's not put it wrong. They played Australia off the park at times, and I think Australia really struggled. So they did. But yeah, it'll be an interesting game tonight, even though it's a friendly, but it'll be a good link up between the two teams, considering Lindsay Heaps still thinks that the USA can come into competitions and beat the likes of England, Spain, Japan. So
Lindsay Heaps thought that the US women's national team could play in the Euros and win the Euros quite comfortably. But
yeah.
I would like to go back. And I mean, I know that she said this in like the past 18 months, and it's a very different squad than the 2023 World Cup. But you go back to that 2023 World Cup. As the American, I had like zero faith in the manager at that point in time. I'm like, I will not be surprised if we don't make it out of the group stages. That is how, not because of the players, it was more how they were being managed. And it seemed to be very much stuck in like the old guard. And yes, they made it out of the group stages, but then they ended up getting knocked out by Sweden. They thought that Sweden was going to be a walk in the park. It wasn't. Someone, not someone. The W Galazzo Twitter page. They tweeted out 6 hours ago. 4 decades of USWNT versus Japan on the biggest stages, from World Cup finals to Olympic drama. USA versus Japan never disappoints. USAWNT leads the all-time series, 32 wins, 2 losses, 8 draws, with 3 friendlies on the horizon. You can clearly tell that yes, the U.S. is very much favored when you look at everything historically, but that's over 40 years. That's not over the past 5 years, and they haven't. I don't think they've played each other often in the last 5 years. And I mean, even then, it seems to be U.S. dominant, but this. I'm seeing one goal games. March 2020, which was more than 5 years ago, that was a 2-goal difference, 3-1 win to USA, and then they didn't play each other for 3 years, which, mind you, that's also pretty much COVID. February 2023, you've got 1-0, 2-1, 1-0 to the US. February last year was 2-1.
Sorry, Catherine, they're going a 4-3-3. The USA are going a 4-3-3.
It's hard to tell what they are choosing to do, because I think the way in which they even released the lineups, like SofaScore had Sophia Wilson playing as a center back. Like, yeah, we know that's not going to be happening, but
definitely not.
No, I think we as Arsenal fans know the quality and the headache that Yamashita can create, and she's only faced one player in this squad. Even Miyazawa, Fujino, and Hasegawa, they've only played one player in this US lineup so far.
Yeah, but let's not forget she also plays with one of those players as well.
Sam Coffey, like, she none of the 3 City players that are currently starting for Japan, they have not played with Sam Coffey much, because when she signed, it was during the Asian Cup or the Asia Cup. Yeah. So, like, Sam Coffey was kind of brought in to try and fill that Hasegawa gap that was thrown in there. And speak of the devil, she's now doing an interview. Oh wait, I forgot. Naomi Girma, who has just been like completely absent. I forgot that she's starting today, and she also plays for Chelsea. And Alyssa Thompson, that tells you, how much I pay attention to teams in the WSL outside of Arsenal.
So what about, obviously, let's talk on Naomi Girma a little bit, and obviously the WSL, because let's face it, she's come to Chelsea. She was obviously rumoured to be going to Arsenal. Arsenal obviously didn't pay up the money that she wanted.
Sam Coffey?
She decided, no, Naomi Girma. So she decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Chelsea. They're giving me the money I want. And then has an absolute terrible season with them. Like, I honestly...
I was injured and I was acclimating. Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. Let's face it, the first couple of months that she arrived at Chelsea, she picked up an injury pretty quick. I think she found it really hard to settle in with the tempo of the game and stuff. And then she has come back from whatever injury she suffered last season and hasn't quite hit the ground running. And we were talking about this previously on one of the other podcasts that we obviously do. But we honestly, we said that you're either coming over here from overseas, from a different league, the way Emily Fox has come in, or you're coming over here overseas the way Naomi Gurma comes in, because one way or another the league is either A, too fast for you, or too slow for you, which I find is maybe how Emily Fox may feel sometimes, that the games are too slow. But Naomi Gurma just hasn't settled in at Chelsea at all, I don't think. And for £1 million, I think Chelsea may feel a little bit robbed there, and I'm saying that as the reactions I've seen from Chelsea fans on obviously X, that they feel like Naomi Gurma has slightly robbed them. And you know what? Like, sometimes you think as an Arsenal fan, yeah, maybe it was best that we didn't sign Gurma, but maybe next season, I think she's still got a season left in her at Chelsea. Maybe next season she'll kick on and be the best defender in the WSL. But at this moment in time, I don't think Naomi Gurma has quite settled into the WSL at all.
No, she was at San Diego, I think for their inaugural season, and she had Casey Stoney as her manager.
Yeah.
And then the board of directors did some stupid ass shit, and while their head coach was back in England dealing with family problems, they said, good luck, you're gone. And
a family funeral, wasn't she? Like,
yep. And yes, she was there with the entirety of her family, but her life was in San Diego, and if you no longer have a work visa, you're kind of SOL. So they fired her while she was not even in the same country. They brought in, they had a couple interims, and then they brought in Jonas Eidevall after Arsenal sacked him. I think he went jobless for like 2 or 3 months. So it wasn't that long. So, like, I mean, if you just look at the coaches that Gurma has had, she went. She had someone that used to manage in the WSL. Then she had someone that just got done managing in the WSL. And then she had Sonia Bonpastor. So, who, kudos to her. She won the league in her first season, but I think, again, a lot of that was
already expectation set by Emma Hayes, though.
Yeah, it was the Emma Hayes squad, just like it was the Jurgen Klopp squad that won those titles. All right, so Japan are also in a 4-3-3, not a 4-4-2. All right, so from what it sounds like, from what Chelsea fans have been kind of putting out, especially in this international break, is that there does seem to be a lot of behind closed doors tension that we as the fans of women's football are not privy to. And you kind of look at some of the other players that have been and gone from Lyon or from Chelsea since Sonia has arrived. You can kind of tell where some of the problems have been coming from, but when it was kind of rumored that Naomi Gurma was going to be leaving San Diego, as the Arsenal fan that I am, and as the American that I am, I was like, perfect signing. Arsenal, like, I had watched a few of her games from 2022 through 2024 for both San Diego and for the national team, and the way that she carried herself and how she played, and then Chelsea grabbed her, and it almost seems like it's a lack of confidence, like more than just I'm injured. It seems like something. She doesn't seem as free flowing. Like you'll probably see it tonight. You know, we've kind of talked about how Germa has been kind of a miss for as a Chelsea player, but I can I'm like 90% confident that how she will play today will be completely different than how she plays for Chelsea. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just because she's back with all Americans, if it has to come down to the manager or just the process of training. I think it's one of those things that's like we as the fans are not privy to. So I think it will be a very for those that only watch the WSL and don't watch or only watch the European friendlies or competitive games, how some of these players that have come over from the NWSL to the WSL or to a different team in Europe,
Yeah.
so when they play in the national team, if they are struggling at the club level, you will see something else completely unlocked in them in international games.
Yeah. I think there's no denying that Naomi Gurma, when she's at her best, is one of the best defenders, but we just haven't seen it in the WSL recently. And as you says, maybe it's a confidence thing. She's just not come into that confidence yet. That obviously in Europe, but uh, let's face it, the way the WSL is moving, you don't get time to build that confidence in yourself, do you? Like you've got to be really ready to go, otherwise you're taking at least 2 or 3 seasons to get into your game, and then before you know
And
it,
by
you
that
put
time, your contract's up and it's not getting renewed because you didn't hit performance marks.
yeah, and by that point, people are sick of you and want you out of the club. So, like, we seen it with Chloe Lucas a little bit, where Chloe Lucas admitted that being in Europe wasn't the place for her to be because it didn't suit her style of play, and it was a lesson learned by her. And sometimes I just don't think players realise that. It's like that's like a Premier League player going from the Premier League to the Scottish League. In the Premier League, you get so much time on the ball, but you come to the Scottish League, you don't get that amount of time on the ball at all. So, like some people will say, "Do you know what, the big switch to either side um, is a massive difference." And as I says, most people will say, "Do you know what, like um, American football was kind of slow and it's a bit more it's a bit more different to obviously European football because let's face it, the NWSL doesn't have as much competitions as the
No.
WSL has, does it? It just has one competition all the way throughout. Where
They've added in a couple. They do have a domestic club that a domestic competition that I think you could kind of equate it more to like the Subway Cup,
yeah,
or the Continental Cup, Continental Player Cup. You know, kind of looking at like one of those those. I don't want to call it smaller competitions, but yeah, one of those smaller competitions. Um, I would definitely not equate it to the FA Cup. But they did add in a kind of like a continent cup last season. They had them in group stages. There were, I think, at a certain point you had to be in like the top 6 or the top 8 in the NWSL standings, and then I think it was primarily between the U.S. and uh, Liga MX, the Mexico League. There might have been like maybe 2 Canadian teams. This is I'm sorry, this is a weird ass walkout. We're gonna have you walk up the stairs, and then we're gonna have you walk down the stairs. Okay, that's weird. All right. I think
They're getting a full workout before they've even hit the pitch, and Sophia Wilson looks like she's got something in her eye. The game hasn't even started yet. Panda has said that she hates this midfield.
um I
Will
mean
be able to work on that midfield a bit better than me as a
uh
scout.
midfield's got to be what? Heaps, Lavelle, and Coffee if we're doing a 4-3-3 with Rodman, Thompson, and Wilson up top. I haven't updated any of this. I'm not upset about Rose Lavelle. Sam Coffee. I she is one of those ones that made the transition from the NWSL to the WSL. She is the most recent one. For me, she hasn't hit that stride of the change in pace from NWSL to WSL.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of showed during the She Believes Cup that Sam Coffey was, even then it was or the last international break was the She Believes Cup. Like it, even then it seemed like she was, you know, I don't want to call it hit or miss, but that's kind of seems to be how it is. And if anyone has ever seen me do any comments on Lindsay Heaps, I have a special nickname for her that I think it's still deserved at the national level. I am not the biggest Lindsay Heaps fan. I'm going to try and refrain from bashing players unless it is um, when club football is happening. I'm going to try my hardest, but depending on the performance that is had by her specifically, will depend on how if it slips out or not. Oh, what? Oh, my! It was like, hold on, my feed just cut out here. I
Just you be careful. Just you be careful. Panda, it would be interesting to hear what your thoughts are on this midfield since you're saying you hate them. So, if you're still in here, let us know what the hate is for this midfield because it would be interesting to see if it matches up with Catherine's, obviously, to get the full view of it. So, yeah.
the one thing I absolutely hate. I'm gonna swear on this, and I'm sorry that I'm gonna be doing this. But what the fuck did Nike do? Because they royally messed up all of the jerseys, all of the Nike World Cup jerseys. You see that little red line on the US kit. They messed up something with the seams of the shoulders. So if you saw it during the men's international break and you're wondering what's going on, Nike came out in the last couple days that they made some sort of error and all of their jerseys are gonna like they didn't get the seams in the shoulder right, so kind of get a little bit of like a shoulder cap going on, kind of just kind of be like a little shoulder cap. And they messed up and they said, yeah, we aren't going to be correcting those jerseys. We aren't going to be recalling them and giving out new ones because that is a shit ton of money down the drain that they would need to replace. You think about all of the national team jerseys that Nike is sponsoring. It's it's something special.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, you can tell the look like you know how when you get a blazer with shoulder pads in it.
Yep. They said a way to try and get around this is you could iron them out. Who the fuck is gonna bring an iron to the World Cup game to iron that shit out?
Need a steamer. With a steamer.
Oh, I love that Emma Hayes is clapping to the American national anthem.
Yes,
Or
obviously
the U.S. national anthem. All right, I will say one player that I do think to kind of keep an eye on more times in this game and how she reacts at the big level is the U.S. goalkeeper Claudia Dickey. She's like 23, 26. I based off of the squad and I think how they perform, and I know that the World Cup is still over a year away. I think if all of these players can stay fit, that this would be the primary starting 11, which is saying a lot considering that it doesn't even seem like the goalkeeper situation has been dealt with since Alyssa Nair has retired from international football, and I think Claudia Dickey could very much take over. Yeah, she's 26. Could take
Yeah.
over that number one keeper over 29-year-old Valentulas Joyce.
So obviously Dicky plays for Seattle Rain in the NWSL. If anyone's interested in where obviously she plays, so yeah, that's where she plays.
Yeah, and just like all right, so in the U.S., it doesn't go academy to senior team. You go college. There are very few players that go directly from high school um, slash 18 years old to any professional team. I think there's been maybe two. One of them was Olivia Moultrie, and she needed. There was a whole rule that got put out in place because of Olivia Moultrie. She started her professional career at like 15. Um, so you go to college, you play in college for at least 4 years usually. So you're talking 18 to 22. Then you enter the this thing that they call the draft, which actually might be changing here soon. Um, so instead of just approaching a player to offer them a professional contract, they uh, the teams will be in a specific order depending on how they finished the league last season. Worst team picks first, and then they draft the players that have said, "Yeah, I want to play professionally." Um,
Could you
so there,
imagine if
I
WSL
don't
did
like
it?
I don't like it. I do think it's something that is potentially changing um, to allow it, more freedom from for the players
Yeah,
to be able to freely choose because it's kind of like if you don't if um, say Chicago Stars they finished last in the league last season I believe so Chicago would pick first if Chicago said um, hey I want to draft you Laura and I want you to play for us in Chicago you are now pigeonholed to say yes I agree, and then that's it. Like you cannot say, well, I don't want to play for Chicago. Would rather play for Seattle. No, you're kind of pigeonholed there.
yeah.
So we are at kickoff. USA is in their away jerseys today. Their World Cup away jerseys, which are navy blue with some stars, kind of I guess shadowed in the back on them, and in Japan are in white with black shorts, I think.
Yeah. That USA goalkeeper looks really young, doesn't she? She looks like she should continue. So I'm on kick off here. So
Did you just kick off?
yeah, USA. Obviously, I'm assuming you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah. So the three keepers that Emma Hayes selected to join April camp
Japan are on. Oh,
were 29-year-old Fallon Toulouse Joyce, who plays for Manchester United, 26-year-old.
you wouldn't think that was her age though, would you? Though looking at her, she looks very young. I didn't think she was nearly 30.
Oh, PTJ.
Yeah.
I honestly thought when she joined United, she was maybe like 24. I also didn't really realize how long she had been playing in the NWSL. So
Yeah.
I mean, she was stuck behind Mary Earps for what 2 years, 2 seasons. Couldn't even play in cup games. Um, so she's 29. Then you have Claudia Dickey, who's 26, and then the third keeper is 23 years old. Um, she'll be turning 24 sometime this year. she's a baby.
Japan.
Avery Patterson. She was born in 2002.
Oh,
Yeah, she's turning 24 in June. So she hasn't. I was gonna say she hasn't played many games this season, but then again, the NWSL is only 4 to 5 games in. So
yeah.
James, to answer your question, I think it. I want to say it's going to be like any other World Cup game where it's just the two anthems for the two teams that are playing. But honestly, wouldn't be surprised that if certain people attend non-USA games if they play 3 anthems. But I'm anticipating it will be like any other international game where they will just be playing the two anthems.
Looks like
I think
Japan.
so far in the first 3 minutes, Japan have shown the most attacking prowess here.
Yeah, I think Japan, since kickoff, Japan have been in USA's half more than I think USA are still finding it really hard to pick a way out.
What is
Emma Hayes wearing?
I don't know what that woman wears.
She should have a cowboy hat on with that shit. Yeah, I'll be partner. Like USA have carried it into Japan's half, but looks like. It looks like Rose Lavelle is actually the striker.
It does. That's interesting. All right, there's a little bit of a mistake, but Rose Lavelle tries to take it around the keeper, but the keeper is able to get a foot to it to grab it. I like the you're gonna get a zoomed in clip here. I like the Japan keeper kit. All right, so it was a soft pass back to the keeper. Rose Lavelle goes to try and pounce on it, gets her foot on it, but the keeper then gets her foot to it to stop what would likely be a goal. And picks it right up. So I like the Japan keeper kit.
Can we obviously just touch a little bit on Japan's goalkeeper, who obviously plays for Manchester City as well? Like, it was very clear last season that Kiara Keatons was number 1 for Man City, but then of course Yamashita this season seems like, Jesus Christ, God, I thought she was going to lose that there. But it looks like Yamashita has obviously claimed that number 1 spot at Man City, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think when did they bring in Yamashita? Was it last January?
Last season, yeah.
Like the January of 25.
Yeah.
I think no discredit to what Kiara Keating had done in the 24-25 season for Manchester City and the absolute performance that she had put in, but I think City wanted a keeper that was just that little bit more had that little bit more experience. I think we did see it in glimpses of the lack of experience in what a 19-year-old keeper was doing, because I think Keating is now 20. So I think they obviously did their homework and they brought in the right keeper for them. I think it was starting to maybe bleed in a little bit in some of the other games last season for Yamashita playing, and just the experience that she can provide. I think they kind of just wanted Keating to maybe just have have someone just to learn from. Yeah. Because she kind of just got thrust into the role. I don't even know who the City keeper was 2 seasons ago, but they left or were injured or something. And then Kiara Keating was just like, okay, this is yours now, because we didn't have time to replace the other keeper with someone a little bit more experienced. So we're going to try and do that, but you got to hold down the fort for now.
Yeah, I don't think Man City prepared themselves for Ellie Robert leaving as quick as she did. But and then obviously Kiara Keaton's had been thrown into the mix. But I think at first Kiara Keaton's had something to prove, and that's why she did come in so good. But then as the season got on, problems started to arise with Kiara Keaton's, and you could see the lack of concentration she had sometimes with some of her decisions that she made. So I think Manchester City then obviously brought in Yamashita in the January transfer window last season, and thought, you know what, like we have to really do something here, because we can't go forward with Kiara Keaton being the number one. So I think that was the problem between Man City and Kiara.
1-0. US have a free kick, Sam Coffey to take, crosses it in. Another little bounce back cross, takes deflection off 1-0. Rose Lavelle with the goal, or it could be marked down as an own goal.
So 1-0.
That comes like at 8:10. I am trying. Yamashita couldn't do much about it. She, all right, Rose Lavelle knocks it with the outside of her foot. Yamashita might have seen it too late. It goes off number 5's hand, but her hand is in a natural position in front of her body. Like she wasn't trying to move it. It just kind of hits and deflects off of her. And it ends up deflecting off of her body into the side netting of the inside of the goal. Otherwise, I think it could have potentially been. It could have been saved. It also could have been a blocked shot from a different defender. It just so happened that it deflected off of one defender into the back of the net.
That was a good ball in from Sam Coffey though, but like that ball had such swivel on it that it looked like it was going out at first, but it obviously comes to somebody at the back post, and they obviously get it back across and to Rose Lavelle, who obviously takes a shot off the side of her foot. It is a deflection into the Japan net. So
yeah, I will be interested to know how they classify that, because I mean we never know how it's going to be classified, whether it's going to be with a deflection off of the defender like that, if it will be counted as an own goal or not.
I wouldn't even class that as an own goal. It's Japan's number 4. Number 5.
In the
lineup, was it number 5?
Number 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was an own goal. It was.
Oh.
To be honest with you, I think Rose Lavelle actually meant for it to hit the back of the net, but I think she's obviously...
No, I think Rose Lavelle was trying to maybe hit it with the inside or toe poke it.
Yeah.
Not the outside. I think she kind of mistimed it there, but
it's come off the outside of her boot and went in, obviously.
Yeah. It is Rose Lavelle's 100th start for Team USA. Coach Jackie gave me that stat.
Yeah. Of a deflection, but took it well. Got to give it to her. It's on target. Yeah, I agree. It's on target. And I'm assuming you're watching this up the stair.
I was gonna say, I thought someone was gonna be snoring away at this point.
Yeah. And I thought you were going to be fighting the dog until she gave you the duvet back. Yeah.
Japan have, all right, here we go. Net cam. They've got a camera in one of the goalposts that's inside the net, and you just see how that defender reacts after she realizes the ball goes in. All right, Japan have a corner.
Yeah, Japan are on. Hasegawa picks it up in midfield.
Here it comes. Lindsay Heaps dives to header the ball. Rose Lavelle ends up.
Hasegawa look like she's defensive midfielder for Japan.
I think she usually. I feel like that's even how she started for at City, was a CDM. or a DM, one of the two.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the bigger reasons why they brought Sam Coffey in, to kind of try and plug that hole while she was gone for the
Yeah.
Asia Cup. All right, Japan are on the attack. A little flick back
Do
to long range shot. Oh, right at the keeper though. Good save though.
do you
Dickey
see Sam
swallowed it
Coffey
right up.
a game at Man City if Hasegawa is there? What is Lindsay Heaps doing there?
Oh, the little dive header thing to
Yeah.
it was. I was trying to figure that out too, because if you're having to dive low, it means that it's low enough for your foot to get on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Was she already on the ground?
no, she wasn't already on the ground. She might have been falling towards the ground, but she was definitely not on the ground. Japan on the attack. They have a little mess up and it goes out for a goal kick. Heavy touch there. Let's see. Birmingham City. Okay, the Manchester City Birmingham City game. I was very surprised. That only ended up as a 1-0 victory for City. So in that game, Hasegawa and Coffey played as the double pivot. Yeah, it looks to me like that's what that is how City is going to be playing them together.
Yeah, double pivot.
Yeah.
And the panel just had a throw and they're on break.
Yeah, it's was it Laura Blinkendell? She is the one that has essentially gotten dropped for Hasegawa and Coffey to be playing in the midfield together.
Who? Sorry.
Laura Blinkendell,
Yeah.
England international.
Yeah, the thing is with Blinkendell, like she's still young. She's
Yeah.
still
Oh,
learning.
Japan had another chance and soft little pass to the keeper essentially. Claudia Dickey plays it out quick.
USA are playing with a bit of fire in their own half here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're finding it hard to get out.
Trinity Rodman just made a mistake and kind of gave the ball back to Japan, but then Fox got it right back for the U.S. Fox drives forward a little bit, fakes out the players. All right, see, they're kind of all right. So the U.S. is kind of in like a back three.
Yeah.
It almost seems like they're doing like a 3-4-3.
A bit more that shot from Japan there, and that would have been in, I think.
Which one, the laser from outside the box, or the one inside the box that was kind of passed right to
the box where the three defenders
not enough on it?
Yeah. I think Emily Fox got back in time just to take the ball off her. Well, take the ball off her, but Jesus Christ.
Lindsay Heaps gets the ball back for the U.S. Smith tries to pass it forward, gets headed right back to her though. Japan ends up with the ball in the end.
I don't know if you know, but Olivia Smith scored for Canada.
She got an assist.
She got an assist, yeah. For the first goal for her.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it is.
Japan have kind of seemed to calm down a little bit with wanting to attack since the goal, but they also aren't completely stopping. They're also back on the attack. Okay, I can't tell if fans are coming back to their seats from like some sort of
Yeah, I noticed that behind the US goal. Oh,
Yeah.
trying to get it.
Where are they? Oh, San Jose. They're in San Jose, California, at the San Jose Earthquake Stadium. PayPal Park. I wonder if there's like a little outdoor park thing that's over there. All right, so it's the capacity at the park is 18,251. Haven't seen the whole stadium, but I would say it's at least 60% full. Japan have a free kick. Hasegawa's standing over it, along with someone else.
Can Hasegawa get that ball into the box and get Japan right in this game again?
Oh, keeper had to push
Japan
the crossbar.
But don't they? Like,
It wasn't Hasegawa though. Who's number 13? The left back, Kitagawa. She was the one that crossed that in. The keeper had to push that over the crossbar.
So it's a corner to Japan then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the keeper was sleeping, that could have been a goal. I'll put it that way.
It's Kitagawa that gets the ball in.
Mm-hmm. A low corner that does nothing for Japan, though they retain possession for a little bit. But
the thing is, Japan are pushing here. They are pushing.
Yeah. They've turned it on in the last 3 minutes of trying to get a goal back.
The goalkeeper was covering back for that free kick there, though. But
no, if she was sleeping, that could have been a goal.
Yeah, she had to travel back to get to the ball.
Yeah. All right. Side question for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost connection there for a second. Not sure what happened there. Side quest question. Relating to the men. Celtic 3 points behind. Think they'll win it?
I'm not going to say yes or no because
let me put it this way. Do you think it will come down to the last game of the season when Celtic play Hearts?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the results leading up to that, I think. Hearts today were very lucky. They got a dodgy penalty decision. Guy was already on the floor who headed the ball away.
Oh, US are in. Oh my God. How do you miss that? And honestly, Emma Hayes with the single color, different shades I don't like it. All right, so the US are in. Sophia Smith, Alyssa Thompson. How do you miss that?
We've seen him miss a few sitters, have we not, over the last few weeks?
We're trying to remain neutral, but how do you miss that?
Yeah, I've still to see it.
Japan are trying to go quick on the attack. Emily Fox doing some great defending there.
I need to ask Ryan how we get proper scoreboards up.
He has some sort of something in there.
Jesus Christ! So she threw that into Rosetta.
Yeah.
Fuming with that. She is fuming. She's not happy, but that was a good ball from Sophia Wilson. I keep going to call her Smith, but she's not Smith anymore.
I still have to. The one that I dislike the most.
Japan had it all the way up the pitch. Oh, and
you could have gone. You could have still stuck it in a little pew.
Emily Fox had to do a lot of defending there. A lot of defending to stop Japan from scoring that goal.
Yeah, you could have still had pew pew pew, but instead you said no. I'm gonna take my baseball star husband's last name and be Swanson. Do you know how? Still could have been pew 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 pew.
Pew pew. Yeah, she's not back either yet, is she?
No, she just had her baby not too long ago. In the pregame, they said Sophia Wilson, U.S. are on the attack. What a shit pass there! Oh, you needed to go forward with that pass, not
I've seen
backwards.
I've seen the Emma Hayes of Sophia Smith's or Sophia
Yeah,
Wilson.
so she had her baby September 2nd, and she was back in a game March 6th. So 6 months. I think three months off with the baby for maternity leave, which is like standard in the U.S. is 3 months. And then
That was such a nice cover by Emily Fox, by the way. That it's replaying that defensive cover by Emily Fox.
oh, and she does it again. There we go. Naomi Gurma decides to use her legs and race out.
What? That is a terrible pass. Why?
Yeah. Am I right? Like she passed that backwards, not
That
forwards.
was a terrible pass there.
I wonder if she mishit it, like if it came off the wrong part of her boot. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, guys. I have dino nuggets, I have pickled potato puffs, and I have alcohol in my system. It makes for a wonderful combination of forgetting what I was talking about.
That makes for a wonderful combination of heartburn. That's what that makes.
You know what? I just found out that there is a brand out there that is making gluten-free dino nuggets. So of course I had to get them and I had to try them, which they aren't the worst gluten-free nuggets that I've had. So they're more fun to eat because they're dino nuggets. But I have definitely what horrible passing and miscommunication. You had 3 wide and the ball ends up getting stumbled between their feet. So I'll take what I can get, and I mean for the price that I'm paying for them, they aren't bad, and I will buy them again.
Yeah.
The miscommunication, and I don't know, like you'll probably see it here in 20 seconds. Like the U.S. will have 3 players within like 6 feet of each other, and the ball ends up like, are you trying to nutmeg the middle player to get it to the outside player? Who I think was Emily Fox at that point in time. Yeah. Oh, who messed up? Someone almost messed up in Japan. They almost messed up. Japan are feisty.
They're knocking at the door.
They're trying to. Sorry. Rose Lavelle's on a counterattack. She crosses it in, and it meets a Japan player. They're knocking at the door, and occasionally they're like bringing out a battering ram.
That was Alyssa Thompson that lost that ball there.
What? Sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to remain neutral.
That was Alyssa Thompson that lost that ball in the midfield. What position does Alyssa Thompson's sister play in?
What position her sister plays in? You have a left wing and you have a left back.
So is her sister left back then?
Yeah.
So this is her sister on the ball at the moment for me.
There was talks during
I know a club that's looking for a left back after the summer.
Yeah, there was talk of that's gonna be a foul. There was talk with Giselle after Alyssa had signed for Chelsea, kind of like if he would go So Japan had a free kick. They must have taken it quick because all of a sudden, like they weren't on showing the ball, and then all of a sudden they panned out, and the U.S. was on the counter. Like,
Oh,
I think
Yamashita put herself under so much pressure there with Alyssa Thompson.
yeah, I think from the interview that Giselle did, she is happy where she's at Angel City right now. Lineups.
She's still very young as well, though, but isn't she? Like, I would
Okay.
still say Alyssa Thompson is still really young, but
Yeah, so Alyssa is 21. She was born in 2004. Her sister is born in 2005. They're about they're 11 months apart.
throw in for Japan.
No, 13 months apart.
Yeah.
Almost exactly 13 months apart. All right, so looking at FootMob and the positions that they have listed, Giselle Thompson is primarily a right back, but she can play left back as well. All right, so she got a goal for Angel City in their 2-1 loss to Orlando. And she played right back. So she flips sides. I mean, I think you would rather have her on the pitch than off the pitch, but she's not going to get the start ahead of Emily Fox.
So she was
in like a truly competitive game. All right, Roosevelt goes out wide to Sophia Smith. She's in the box. Sorry, Sophia Wilson. She gets a cross/shot off, but Yamashita gets the ball right up. Yeah, so she plays as right back for Angel City.
And then she switched to left back.
And then she can play left back as well.
My screen.
I mean, like who are you gonna start? Emily Fox or Giselle Thompson?
Emily Fox, of course.
Yeah. So, but you also don't want to lose what Giselle Thompson can bring on the pitch, and so you play her on the left.
Yeah, but
because you don't want to lose what Emily Fox has.
Doesn't always work out that way though, but does it? Yeah. Like that's like Arsenal putting Emily Fox on and left back to put Taylor Hines in right back. Like it doesn't work. You know Emily Fox can't play on a weaker foot. Not unless she's really talented and can play on both like foot.
Giselle Thompson is a right-footed player.
Yeah, so
Emily Fox is a lefty.
Yeah. So she's the
only other left back that they have on the pitch, on the bench, true left back is Lily Real, plays for Gotham. She's someone that I think could be dangerous at Arsenal.
Who?
Lily Real. She's more of a defensive left back rather than like getting the assists and getting the balls in like Emily Fox can do.
But I wouldn't necessarily say this season that Emily Fox is been great at getting the balls in for Arsenal from that position. I think she's held back a little bit this season.
She has more assists this season than last season. She's had 4 so far this season. One of them coming in the Club World Cup.
For me, Japan are sitting really deep in this one. They're closed back into their own half again. Which I think maybe something for Japan needs to change a little bit. Why does Emma Hayes keep taking that jacket on and off? you take that jacket on and off.
I mean, I could say what I want to say, but
it looks like a really bad edit done in a TV show. That's what it looks like.
I mean, the only thing that I can think of why you would be taking something on, like taking a jacket, like on and off, is you're having heat flashes, which then means you get super cold afterwards, apparently, or something like that. So, like that's the only thing. All right, we change this big three. Interesting. All right. Oh, they're showing a replay here. Oh, there's too many people. I'm seeing videos and stuff from Coachella. That's too many people for me.
I've seen a few on my TikTok.
I've seen some people doing some miscommunication there from Trinity Rodman and the Rose Lavelle there.
I was just coming up to the Japan where the
Japan make a mistake. What? I think that was Alyssa Thompson Alyssa Thompson tries to take a shot on goal from outside the box. Let's look at the connection here. Giselle kind of drags her defender with her. She gets too much under it and adds way too much curl to it, and it goes high and wide. You look at it on the replay in the angle in which they show it looked like that she could have gotten that top left corner, but she put way too much curl on that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's doing her laundry. It's on the spit table. What's she eating?
A tea cake.
What the fuck is a tea cake?
A tea cake is like a chocolate biscuit with mallow in the middle. Creamy mallow.
Covered in chocolate. All right. Oh, I could go get those.
No.
I don't feel like moving right now.
I've got my snacks. I'm possibly going to need a lot of sugar to keep me awake. Because it's like
if this game doesn't start turning up a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a boring game by any means. It's a very physical game.
Yeah.
Which can always be a dangerous thing, especially for the 4 players that they have playing in Europe right now. With 5 players. 5.
Can we talk about how these 2 teams are going to play 3 times in one international window?
I definitely think that Emma Hayes saw that this was a 3 match limit and said we're gonna take this right up.
Why wouldn't you schedule 3 different teams?
I think it was trying to find teams. I think it was trying to find teams that were available.
I know, like European teams are all in are in World Cup qualifiers, right? But you've still got like and Australia and
so it could have also depended very much on when they went to schedule these out and who was available at that time.
Yeah.
I mean they might have been able to play Mexico. I haven't seen Mexico up anywhere having played today or anything. And maybe Japan. I mean, all 3 games are gonna. I mean, we're in California then they'll travel 2 states north to Washington, and and then they'll travel east to Colorado. So I mean, these are all West Coast games, and given that they're playing Japan for all three of them, it really just seems like they picked the I guess the in between between Japan and the East Coast.
But then you think, like, it could have been switched around. Like, Canada in the next game could have played Japan, and then
I
Zimbabwe,
think Canada is in Brazil though.
and then USA could have obviously played like Zimbabwe. Like that, I don't understand why.
Zambia, yeah.
Sorry.
So
Like,
Canada in the FIFA series, Brazil. So FIFA series, they've got Kenya. Let's see, was this one played in Kenya? Yeah, so it looks like the FIFA series semifinals. You've got Kenya, Brazil, Thailand, Ivory Coast.
yeah.
And for whatever this FIFA series is, and what these are, so see, we had Canada today, and then Canada play again on Tuesday, and again on Saturday. So Canada is another team that is doing 3 games this window. So Canada is playing. They played Zambia, then they play South Korea, and then they play Brazil, and all of these games are in Brazil. Then the Ivory Coast are the smaller countries, Turks and Caicos Islands, Cote d'Ivoire, Pakistan, and Marijuana are the 4 teams they're playing in the FIFA series. Ivory Coast, the FIFA series, Thailand, Nepal, DR Congo, Thailand, and New Caledonia. And then Kenya series is Australia, Malawi. Is this 1-1? Or hold on. Australia, Malawi, Kenya, and India. I don't know. I don't know what the FIFA series is or does, but apparently there's a trophy on the line.
Did you say it was 1-1?
No, I heard the commentators speaking up a little bit more, and that usually happens when there's goals. and then the defenders and the keeper were just like standing around each other, like, what the heck just happened? So
Yeah,
I thought
from Japan, but she is offside though. Yeah, I think they were calling for a penalty there.
Alyssa Thompson passes to Giselle, through ball to Giselle, cross in, Rose Lavelle tags it down. Trinity Rodman does a little high cross in. Sam Coffey tries to volley it, and it goes out for a corner. And Emma Hayes is pumped up that there's a corner. Okay, those pants that she's wearing, it almost looks like if you were to poop your pants, no one would be able to tell. I'm sorry.
Giselle Thompson there, really, that was a good cover by her coming across to the left back and the right back in this game for the USA. Seem like they're doing a lot more cover than the actual central defenders in this game.
Yeah.
They're covering the central defenders' backs here. Yeah, USA played a lot about with that ball in the box, didn't she? And then Sam Coffey just comes right in and boots it right out.
They did go out for a corner, I think.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Lindsay Heaps was calling for that there, but we know that she probably would have tried to bicycle.
She has tried so hard in her entire career to try and do a bicycle kick, and it's never worked out for her.
She's gonna get one before she retires.
I think as soon as she gets one, she's gonna retire.
Like,
Roosevelt with a nice little cross in. Japan gets ahead on it, and then Japan starts on a little counter pressing here.
Japan.
And we have a free kick to Japan now. Lindsay Heaps takes out one of the Japan players.
Oh, my dog is wanting another seconds.
No, sorry, your table was moving and doing the friction vibration move.
2 seconds. Come on in, Misty. Come.
Oh, Misty! Misty!
She's looking about as if to say
Misty!
who is shouting on me. Come here. Come see. Hurry up, quick. Come.
Misty!
Come see.
Everyone say hi, Poppy! Hi, Misty!
Say hi.
Hi, Misty!
Hello.
Hi, Misty!
Hello, girl.
Misty.
See, I should be sleeping, but I'm not. What you wanted
I
to
should
do?
be sleeping, but there's sounds happening. Misty.
I can hear an American. She's like, bonjour, I French. What are you doing, girl? Mummy's staying up late to watch football. Yeah. She's like, why
Emily
are you...
Fox. Oh, Emily Fox. Oh, woman you are. She just completely dances around 3 players and says, no one's going to come help me out. I'm going to bail myself out.
Yeah.
Have some of that. It happens around the 44-minute mark.
That's the thing you get with Emily Fox, isn't it? Like, she's just a world-class player, Emily Fox, I think.
What's your timestamp?
My time stamp is 43:50.
All right, you're about to see Emily Fox just completely just dance.
Dance, dance, dance.
Like, she starts getting surrounded by 3 players, and no one is going there to support her.
Yeah, Trinity Rodman's just standing there looking at her, and she slides as well and gets a free kick.
Yeah, it is halftime. There was no stoppage. So
halftime.
I would say it was a very physical first half. You know, the U.S. got a free kick, which resulted in a goal. Not the most conventional free kick goal, but ball was crossed in and then volleyed through the center, and then Roosevelt was able to get her foot on it. It's her 100th start today. It's also her 28th goal. That kind of tells you how her role has kind of, I guess you could almost say, changed. I think Emma Hayes has been wanting her to push forward more, rather than play as a defensive mid, a little bit more of a defensive mid. So, you just got done running around for 45 minutes, and now you're gonna climb 23 stairs to go down 23 stairs to get to your dressing room. It's
Is
such a
is that still a team in the NWSL?
The San Jose Earthquakes is an MLS team or a USL team. They're San Jose closest.
They've changed their name, haven't they? Are they still under Michelle Kang or?
Michelle Kang is the Washington Spirit.
Yeah, was she
In
not
Washington,
was
D.C.
she on under them before? Have I picked that up wrong? Because they used to be under the Leon group before.
San
didn't they?
Jose?
Seattle Reign. In 2020, the OL group, the parent company of French clubs Olympique Lyonnais and obviously Olympique Lyonnais Femin became the major honour, and team played as OL Reign from 2020 to 2024.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Seattle Reign is owned by a partnership between the Seattle Sounders, which is the MLS group, and the global investment firm Carlyle. The deal, which finalized in June of 24, saw the OL group sell the NWSL club for $58 million.
I think Michelle Cannon was the owner of them before, and then I think she couldn't at one point have two teams in the one.
Correct.
Yeah.
The OL group.
Yeah. So yeah. And obviously that's who Kimmy Little used to play for.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kimmy Little did 2 years ago did a summer in America where when Arsenal obviously stopped and she had no international football to play, she decided she was coming over to America to play in our break. So she did. And I think that was the last season that OL Reign had played.
Kim Little. 2022. So it would have been I think maybe one more season after that, because and NWSL is calendar year essentially is the best way to look at it. It's a calendar year. It's not European football where you're crossing over, the 24-25 season. So let's see. Let's run through Kim Little's career. Joined Arsenal in the 2009-2010 season. Played for Arsenal up until the 2013 season. Then went to Seattle for 2 seasons for the 2014 and 15 seasons. Then went to Melbourne City for the 15-16 season. Went back to Seattle for the 2016 season. And then joined Arsenal, back up with Arsenal in the 2017-18 season. Technically joined, it looks like joined in full and not on loan for Seattle to kind of bridge the gap between the end of the 21-22 and the beginning of the 22-23 season. And then is still just with Arsenal through and through.
Yeah. So I'm going to run through a couple of stats here for obviously the USA versus Japan game, which sees USA with 59% of possession over Japan's 41%. There has been 6 total shots from the USA to Japan's 4, and there has been 1 big chance for the USA, which I'm assuming is classed as a goal. USA's goalkeeper has saved 3, which Japan's has saved none, which I'm surprised at.
I think there's only been the 1 shot on target, and that was the goal.
Yeah.
Because you look at some of the other shots that were taken. I mean, you've got 2 from Alyssa Thompson that went deep into the seats, and then a couple that have been like really deflected out for corners more than anything, I think.
Poor man, head. Terrible.
I wouldn't say that Yamashita has done a poor job. So what she's done when she's not trying to save goals or save shots that are not at her. Makes me nervous a little bit whenever I see a keeper trying to show on the replay of the Emily Fox defending there.
Yeah.
It always makes me nervous when keepers delay getting the ball out from their feet and they've got an attacker coming to close them down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's defending. It's saying that American and USA, have had 100% of tackles won, and Japan have only had 50%. 5 total tackles from the USA and 8 total tackles from Japan. Interceptions 6 from Japan, 3 from USA. Recoveries 25 from USA and 24 from Japan. 10 clearances from USA to Japan's 11. So yeah. And that is on FootMob. That is the statistics. It's from there. In the last game that USA had obviously lost is Portugal. It's the last game that they lost. So it was. Of course, the USA had just won the She Believes Cup, which I wouldn't necessarily say is a major trophy, but it has been a trophy that's been around for a little while. And of course, USA are one of the ones that has won it multiple times. I know England has won it once. I think Japan has won it as well. So there were, and then of course the USA have just recently won the recent one that was up just before this international break. So it was. Kathy went to go and get her dino nuggets, and now she looks like she's in black and white. She's got Oreos.
They're gluten free. But they're double stuff.
I meant to ask, did you like the theme tune?
The what?
Did you like the theme tune?
Yeah.
It's quite catchy, isn't it?
It's like, I thought you had already sent it to me at some point, and then I
Yeah.
listened to it yesterday. Oh god, my finger's stuck.
I think there'll be a new song for the Arsenal Women's Chat Show coming soon enough.
All right. Is it gonna go to the Crest side or the Nike side, or are we gonna have an uneven split? The crest or the Nike symbol, which way?
The USA.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a residual there.
And are you a dunker or are you not?
I'm not right now because I didn't grab any milk. But sometimes I'll split them.
Dip them in the milk.
Specifically with chocolate milk. I will dunk them and like try and scoop up some chocolate milk.
I'm not like
Otherwise, if I'm just doing white milk, then I'll just do a normal one dunk.
no, I'm not a big
splitting them. It's gotta be with chocolate milk.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not a fan at all.
Of Oreos?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a big fan
Or
of
of
it.
dunking?
Both of it.
Well, I can be pretty limited on what like quick snacks like this that I can grab. So, like, I couldn't grab your little tea cake thing.
Yeah, you couldn't dunk that. It wouldn't. Yeah.
No, I just straight up couldn't eat it.
Yeah. So here I'm going to put up the stats of this game actually. Look. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're telling us you're a data source?
Yeah, why not?
But you're not verifying that you're human. What the heck?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm verifying that I'm human. No chance of my verifying that I'm human. So
Shit, guys.
it's asking who we think will win this game. Play foot mob. But that. What? Yep, this is the stats.
Where were you seeing the defensive stats?
Further down on mobile, but by the looks of it, this isn't giving us.
Because I'm getting what I'm not even getting what you have. I'm getting
Wait.
ball possession. Oh wait, no, the shots on and off target are more of a graphic. Corners and fouls committed.
So far, I'm getting on. Sorry, I used the wrong one.
SofaScore has a much more detailed.
SofaScore has better stats. Let me get this up for you.
Yeah, the US have only had one shot on target. And that was the goal.
Why are you taking me cricket? I don't want cricket.
All right, so most of the attack, most of the U.S. attack has been up the right side. And if you were to go, left, right, center, the U.S. are going up the right the most, then up the left, and they're not really playing through the center. Japan are primarily playing up the left, with the right and the middle being a little bit more equal, but still slightly more to the favored to the right.
Yeah. So here is the stats from SofaScore. So as you can see, 59%. Misty?
She's snoring and getting
No,
into trouble.
she's out in the hallway doing something she shouldn't. She's been a pain in the bum. Like as you can see as well, like most of the passing is happening in the middle of the park, and I'm assuming the 37% of pass map is the amount of pass backs that's going back to obviously the USA defence. Yeah.
I mean, the game could very much end like this as just a 1-0. Do you have? Can you see head to head if you were to scroll up to the top, like a head to head for USA versus Japan? Oh yeah, right to the right of the statistics. Yeah, so yeah, head to head, it's still they don't have any. This is so weird. All right. Yeah, She Believes Cup from last year was a 2-1 win for Japan.
That's I think Japan won it.
Yeah, and then the other major final game was the Olympics, which the U.S.
So here's the
head-to-head
streaks. Here's the head-to-head streaks. Look.
8 of the last 10, they've had at least 3 goals in the game. 5 of the last 7, both teams have scored. U.S. has been first to score in 6 of the last 8.
Yeah.
Less than 5 cards, 10 for 10. Less than 11 corners, 5 for 5.
Yeah. And then obviously here it had the streaks as well. USA have had 9, Japan have had 8. And no goals conceded, 8 of them. So it has.
Japan have made two substitutions.
Oh, have they? Are we back on then? 2 seconds.
Yeah, just about.
There we go. So yeah. So Japan have made 2 substitutions. USA have not. Number 21 and number 9. I think Japan's number 9 plays for Everton, doesn't she? Yeah, I think she plays for Everton.
I know.
I'll go back on.
Number 9. West Ham. Rico UK.
Yeah.
Number 9 and number 11. So who came on number 11? She plays for the Utah Royals.
Yeah.
And And we're back underway, folks. Here at PayPal Park. Let's see, in the last 5 games, the largest victories came five games ago. The U.S. versus Paraguay was a 6-0 win to the U.S., and Japan versus India was an 11-0 game to Japan. So it's not that, it's not that Japan can't score goals. What are you doing making a mistake like that? Is that Yasmin Ryan? Is that who's on the pitch?
What was that? USA?
Wesley. Wait. Wesley. I don't know. I am unaware of you, Wesley. You are a center back. All right.
USA have made no changes.
No, I just don't know all of these players for the U.S.
Japan have made 2 changes. USA have made none.
Japan on the attack, low cross deflection. U.S. have like 6 people behind the ball, essentially. I think, if I can count. Whoa, holy crap, the temperatures are dropping. What the hell?
Cold?
Yeah, I got a window open next to me. It was warmer earlier, probably also because the sun was out and beating into my apartment. The clouds have now come out.
Over the top from Japan.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 to the USA.
Oh, what the heck? All right, so Japan has the ball, goes out from the keeper. Who is that? Giselle Thompson is trying to force an error. She battles. All right, so Alyssa Thompson gets the ball. Low cross into Rose Lavelle with a little cutback pass. Lindsay Heaps scores.
Ooh. What you going to say now, Catherine? What you going to say now?
I said depending on how she plays.
Yeah, looks like Japan have collapsed in this game. I come out some changes and it doesn't look like it's played off for them. The substitutes look like they haven't settled into the game quick enough, and it's cost them.
No, Giselle Thompson was really pressing up to try and win the ball back. She's able to win the ball enough to poke it to Alyssa, who passes it to Rose, passes it back, it deflects off of Japan. Alyssa Thompson goes to recover, goes to Rose Lavelle, then the ball goes back to Rose. Rose passes it intentionally to Lindsay Heaps, and she just takes a first time.
Yeah,
She completely embarked. No one, the Japanese player that ended up trying to close her down realized like 30 seconds too late that Lindsay Heaps was completely unmarked.
He didn't try and bicycle kick that.
No, it's too low to the ground.
Why is no one going over and dancing with Emma Hayes if you're not up for it? Yeah, that's a huge mistake by Japan.
Yeah.
It's
that's a foul. Ref's not going to call that? No, ref does call that.
Oh.
One of the Japanese players literally throws
to stay on her feet to get that out, but obviously she doesn't kick it far enough that it goes straight back to the USA, and Alyssa Thompson cuts it back.
You want to know what I think would be beneficial for Alyssa Thompson to do?
Yeah.
Match her sister's hairstyle, the bubble braid.
Remember, we're gonna try and be
all right, Roosevelt doing a little 1-2 with Emily Fox
on this channel.
Okay, so but that's something that could honestly be brought up. Like, I know it is completely your choice to have your hair that long and to style it that way, but you're just going to be more prone to having someone else's hand get caught up in your hair than if you were to have it in a braid or in a bun or in a higher ponytail.
And I think that's why it's not a rule fully. And
Like you can even look at the men's game. Like Alyssa Thompson did not milk it like Mark Cucurella milks it when a single strand of his hair gets touched. Like I've seen it in one of the men's Chelsea games. Like Mark Cucurella had one of his curls pulled completely by accident. It looked completely unintentional. And it had gone to VAR, and the PGMOL ref said, yeah, it's a red card. But it's also not a written rule unless it is like it is not a written rule that hair pulling is off the table. It's when it is hair pulling in the matter of it clearly being violent conduct that it would be that is very much a written rule. The violent conduct is not an appropriate thing to do. So it's also up to the interpretation. And to that point, it's at a minimum, it should have been a yellow card by the rules. But if the on-field referee did not see that and VAR said this isn't violent conduct, then they cannot send the ref to the sideline to review a yellow card, even if it would have been a player's second yellow.
We knew that the officiating over the two legs was awful, right? We knew that. We know that as Arsenal fans, but will Chelsea fans admit that Buchanan and Lauren James should have been sent off? No, they won't, because it doesn't fit their narrative. So therefore, and it doesn't fit any pundit's narrative. It doesn't fit any journalist narrative. But what does fit a journalist narrative is someone pulling someone's hair. But what they haven't actually done is the research on is hair pulling a rule? No, it's not. And I think the minute they have to make it a rule, it also has to change where a woman, and the reason why it's not a rule, I don't think, is because the minute that rule is made, a girl is then going to have to, is not going to have the option to have their hair down the way they do. They're going to have to put it up. So I think they're trying not to fully make it a rule, simply to allow freedom of players in the way they wear their hair. So,
because some of them are like, they can be superstitious on how they have their hair. So like I'm looking across the pitch here, and I can clearly see it now. I can't read the numbers because the camera is almost too far zoomed out. But I can see that there are numbers on the backs of the jerseys, and I can at least tell you if there's one number, there's two numbers.
yeah.
For Team USA, and even for Japan, of the 22 players that are on the pitch right now, I can tell you at least how many numbers are on the back of a player's jersey for 21 of those players.
Yeah.
If you were to zoom in on those players and I could actually read them, then I would be able to tell you, like, oh yeah, Sam Coffey, she's number 17. And on the back of her jersey, it says Coffey. And I could tell you how it's spelled. I can do that for 21 players on the pitch. Can you guess who player 22 is?
Who, me? Personally? No. That view of this is so far out, isn't it? Like,
but like, even unless she purposely moves her hair to going over her shoulder, you cannot see that on the back of the jersey it says A. Thompson and whatever number she's wearing. Like you cannot read that. Even if they were to zoom in on her right now, like, her hair is so long and she has it in a low ponytail that all it's really doing, like, for me, all that her hairstyle is doing right now is just making sure that there's no strands of hair that will be flying into her face, and it's all meeting in the back at a singular point.
Yeah.
It's not, she doesn't have it starting up here. She has it starting at the base of her neck. And that I guess 20 players. I guess Rose Lavelle has it in a low ponytail, but her hair isn't quite as long. Like Alyssa Thompson hair, I think covers everything but maybe like the bottom inch of her numbers.
Yeah.
Rose Lavelle, yeah. So I take that back. There's two players on the pitch that I could not tell you who or what, at least what is on the back of their jersey based off of their current hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know I recognize Rose Lavelle for primarily two reasons. One, the pre-wrap that she has, or the head,
Say that,
that is part of her hairstyle, and
So
two, the absolute pasty whiteness that she is.
I was going to say that there, or the fact that
Casper. Her nickname is Casper because she is so damn white. Like honestly though, you would almost think that she's a ginger based off of how pale she is, but she's not.
Yeah.
And she's gone on interviews before. She just doesn't tan. She could spend every single day of the summer outside trying to get a tan. She just won't.
Maybe she's a little bit of a redhead.
Yeah. So, you know.
Right, Emma Hayes, it's time to bring Emily Fox off because she's clearly very tired.
I think Fox will be coming off around the 65-minute mark.
Well, we're at 55, so 10 more minutes out of them.
Yeah. Or
USA for me.
Or honestly, what I could be seeing is Emily Fox playing in the 90 here and then playing maybe another 30 minutes over the next two games.
Is that what? Let me see. Whose badge is that in the background?
The San Jose Earthquakes.
Oh, right.
That is the one thing that I've noticed about Emma Hayes is that during these, like even during the She Believes Cup, during these other international windows that are happening mid-season, is she's not playing a lot of players both games full 90s.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the US make a mistake, Japan deflection out for a corner. Maybe the only players that will end up playing a full two or three full 90s depending on the window is going to be the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Claudia Dickey passes it out to Naomi Girma. Naomi Girma makes a mistake and passes it right to Japan.
To be switched over. Like Canada earlier on, they pulled about 8 players off and put 8 fresh players on when Olivia Smith came on. So it looks like Japan are going to make 2 changes here.
Not quite yet. They are incoming here soon.
Or they're going to make 3 changes. There's 3 ready to go. And yet the USA are still to make a change.
I think the players that probably should be coming off now, or soon for Team USA, or Team USA is Canada, or not Canada, is the Olympics, damn. The US team, it should be Emily Fox, it should be Naomi Girma, it should be Alyssa Thompson, and should be Sam Coffey. And Lindsay Heaps.
Done better there with that chance.
They're making 4 changes.
I've seen Japan. I've seen her put balls like that away from Man United before. Like that was poor from Japan, and then of course get a corner. But Naomi Girma did really good there to get that ball out as well.
The ball right to the Japan player.
Yeah.
Japan have made 4 subs.
Oh, they've made 4.
Yeah. Emma Hayes is walking around in the background. Fujino's off. Hamano is on.
Who's on the bench for USA? Is Johannes?
A lot of players. Lily Johannes is, I think, the only European-based player that's on the bench.
Yeah, lineups.
Sorry, and PTJ, but we're not going to see a keeper sub. Emily Sams is someone that I would have liked at Arsenal. She was with Orlando, and then now she's at Angel City, the recent transfer. Lily Reel can come on. All right, so you could do Emily Sams for Germa, Lily Reel for Emily Fox, Lily Johannes. You could probably bring on for Lindsay Heaps.
Oh, it's 2-1. Japan have put one back. Woo! Go on, Japan. Japan have put one back.
Not surprising though.
Yeah, they were pushing that.
Oh, a nice cross in. Header. It might be. Oh, she might be offside. Okay, honestly, you probably have one of the based off of the average height, one of the shortest teams that you're playing, and you let 3 headers and one of them being a headed goal. Like look at the height that the US players have compared to the Japan players. Oh no, she's onside. Yeah, two headers. You have just looking at the height of these players. You're seriously not going to be jumping over any of them?
Japan, I would say Japan players are really small in height.
Yeah, and you let the shorter players beat you out.
Yeah.
I think Jaden Shaw could come on for.
Jaden Shaw's a really exciting prospect for the USA, isn't she?
Yeah. She's 21.
I know when Emma Hayes obviously took it when she took over at the USA, Jaden Shaw was one name that she was really raving about. Yeah, she's on site. Well, a leg could have put her off, but do you think in friendlies VAR should be used? I don't think it should be used in friendlies. Like,
I think that it should be used just because the more that referees can use it and understand the technology that's available to them, the more that they can be accurate on it when it comes to the Euros or the World Cup or the CONCACAF Gold Cup or oh crap, what's it called? The South America Cup. Why can't I think of it? CONMEBOL. Yeah, CONMEBOL.
the Asian Cup as well.
Yeah, Asia Cup. Like I think the more that they get used to the technology that they have available to them, the better results and maybe the quicker results that they could get. All right, so 2022. So Jaden Shaw joined San Diego in 2022. She was 18. So I think really since the 22
she fumbled.
Yeah, I think really since the 2022 season, there have been a lot more players in the NWSL that are coming in at the age of 18 and completely bypassing the college career path.
Yeah.
Rose Lavelle, Wilson, cutback cross, keeper save, keeper punch out for a corner. Putting on my Arsenal hat. I would not say no to Jaden Shaw.
Yeah. And she plays under Jonas Eidevall.
No, she might have played under him briefly in 2024. She played 19 games for North Carolina in 25, and then went to Gotham. Also in 2025, she played 12 games for them. So she kind of did a half season at North Carolina, which North Carolina, the Courage, historically have. I think the best way to put it would say that Katie McCabe and Caitlin Ford would not be the most welcome in that area of the U.S. Or Leah Williamson. Lindsay Heaps would be welcomed with open arms.
And where, sorry?
North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
Or some of the players on that team have historically been not that open armed.
Yeah, Corbett Albert would be welcome there.
She would not be the first. There were a couple. No, but I mean, Kaylin Sheridan is there at the Courage now, so things might be opening up more. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Kaylin Sheridan is able to get to a different club in the NWSL, which that in itself, like she was told by San Diego that you're done here.
Yeah.
She didn't that's another one of those. She wasn't really aware that she was even like up to leaving. She was told, yeah, you're done here.
But she's coming to the end of her career as well, is she not though?
Yeah. I would say
stop for Canada International as well? Is she still playing internationally?
Sophia Wilson just came off along with someone else. I think she's still playing. I am gonna look.
I don't think she's doing
or
it.
did she hang up her boots? Oh, Giselle Thompson is off, and so is Trinity Rodman and Sophia Wilson. Kaylin.
No, she's still internationally playing for Canada.
Yeah.
I don't think she get called up this time round. I don't think, because it's Casey Stoney that's the manager of them, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. She also might be just enjoying the time with her newborn.
Yeah, I know Sabs has been called up, but
yeah, Sabs played today.
But on here it says squad that Kelly Sheridan, Emily Burns, and Melissa Diagnos. But I know Sabs has been called up, so I don't know if Sheridan was called up in this international.
Yeah, she was. She was on the bench for Canada today.
Sabs started.
Yeah, Shalina Zardowski, Melissa Diagnos, Kaylin Sheridan, and Evelyn Veens.
Emily Fox is still on the pitch, and as an Arsenal fan, I don't think that is good. I want her off the pitch as soon as possible. I don't want her playing as much in these games as possible.
I thought I saw that Giselle Thompson was coming off. It's just Wilson and Rodman that have come off.
Yeah.
I would like to see Lily Reel come on for Emily Fox.
The 80th minute, maybe. Because that's the first two changes that Emma Hayes has made. Do you know what's really funny? That guy walking up and down the aisles with candy floss and popcorn.
Oh no, it is no. See, so you've seen that guy. What you haven't seen is the beer man, or the non-alcoholic man. No, they go up and down. Can you imagine how? I mean, so all the it's all bottled stuff. So I think at the Emirates, what you get a plastic cup. Are you even allowed to like fully
get bottles at the Emirates?
Are you allowed to like eat and drink in your seats, or is that like just in the concourse?
Sure. Where our season ticket is in the Emirates, we are in the alcohol zone. So we're like block 10.
Yeah. So they American stadiums, they know how to really take your money. Ball comes inside. Japan are able to clear it out.
Japan had a
So
chance there for me on my screen. Past the post, a corner came in and it was past the post.
yeah, the U.S. are back on the attack. They know it's more about convenience than anything, and they know that if you're watching any sporting event, you aren't really going to want to get up and leave unless you like have to go to the bathroom type situation,
Yeah.
or if you want like something other than a hot dog, popcorn, um, candy floss as you call it, or beer and waters, kind of how it is.
What would you?
They'll bring that stuff to you. I mean, you
What
have
is
to pay for it
it?
still, but charge
Cotton
you
candy.
$18 for a bottle of beer.
Oh, sorry, I'm calling it candy floss, and I'm forgetting that you would call it cotton candy.
I was trying to think of what we called it, so I'm like, I just got to stick with candy floss here. I can't even think of what else it could be called.
Sugar, disappearing sugar.
No, all right. See, so it seems like what Emma Hayes is doing right now is that she's going to be playing a lot of these players for the full 90, which
Yeah.
tells me that the next two games are going to be heavily rotated, and that's just something that she does. Like we aren't going to see Sam Coffey play 90 minutes in the next game or Emily Fox play 90 minutes. I think, Lindsay Heaps she might be playing a lot more minutes in this international window. But at this point, it's like, why have your, well, I think, yeah, I mean, every European player on the pitch right now is I think, in at least two competitions right now. Whether that's Chelsea in the FA Cup, City in the FA Cup, and the WSL for both of them. Lyon have the Champions League and their domestic. Arsenal have the domestic and Champions League. United. I mean, I think is Miyazawa off? She might be off, but sorry of the if you look at it at the top 3 to 4 teams across the top 5 leagues, which is really
Japan scored.
I'm on a throw in for the U.S. right now. Oh my god, the brown puffer coat with the darker brown pants, the wide leg pants, and then like the leather brown boots, just walking in the background. Oh my god,
Was it Emma Hayes?
yeah. I mean, it's not.
Did she
It's
get
not that
dressed in
cold
the dark?
out. Hold on, let me look this up.
She get dressed in the dark.
San Jose. It might be starting to rain on the pitch right now. And I'll give her that. It is a little bit chilly in San Jose, California right now. The feels like temperature there is just about the feels like temperature that it is in Michigan.
Come on, Emma Hayes should be used to it. She was a manager in England, for God's sake.
Yeah. What is this show? Who are you?
I'm getting really tired.
Well, we aren't going to be hanging around long here after the fact.
12 for me here in the UK.
7:10 for me.
I should be snuggled up in bed watching 911.
I mean, you didn't have to do this if you didn't want to.
I know I did. I said that yesterday, didn't I? That I thought you meant 10:30 in the morning, and that's when I was like, I know I was in bed, like. And then when you said no, it's 10:30 at night, I was like, all right, yeah, I can do that because I'll still be awake. suffer really bad insomnia.
Oh, that's rough. I am a bit surprised that I'm not seeing more US subs lining up to get on at the 75-minute mark here.
She's not. Emma Hayes isn't really rushing to make subs.
No.
Considering last night we were saying on the show last night that she's been really good at that.
And I think she's trying to really see what this is what I'm thinking she's trying to do right now is kind of really I think with the World Cup next year and starting in 14-15 months, I think she's really trying to give some of these players a lot more time in a game against a team that just won a Continental Cup and get pressure tested because I think when we hit the 12 months out, every single international break is going to be her World Cup squad plus 3 players. And
Japan's manager from the Asia Cup has also just left.
Mm-hmm.
So Japan in this period at the moment is probably thinking, well, our manager that's just left has just won a major trophy. What the heck?
Yeah, so and that was it.
A lot of I think even us forgot about that until I just thought there that actually that's not. I don't even think that's it. I don't even think the guy.
What did they say? He left because there was like unhappiness from the squad, but then it's like you look at like what they were doing pre-match and some of like the clips from training. The players looked happy and didn't look like they were under the pressure. But then again, you never know what goes on. But outside of the 30 seconds that you see of a clip from a camera, like
I don't think it was the players that were I think he's unhappy with the FA not putting enough into Japan, because when he managed Switzerland, Leah Walty and stuff would say he was a good manager to play under. It's just that the FAs don't provide enough support that would have kept him in a job. And I think that's the same. I think he's very strongly opinionated on how an FA works round about the women's national team.
Emily Fox looks so tired. She concedes a corner, and they kind of just zoom in on her as she's jogging back to get ready to defend. Her face card serves, but damn, she looks tired. She's not giving up space to Japan here. In comes the corner. She heads it out.
But that's the thing with Emily Fox. She never ever shows it. She never ever shows it.
Oh, Claudia Dickey gets down. Oh, that could have been 2-2.
Japan are pushing here, and I think if USA aren't careful, they're going to get their second, I think.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're running up and down the stairs. Stop sleeping. Come.
Misty.
She's so hyper at this time of night. Come.
Japan are making another substitution.
Misty.
Japan have made another substitution. That's 7 on the night.
Oh, that was right.
Yeah.
That was right down the throat of the goalkeeper. That's a good save.
I feel like some of the saves today that Claudia Dickey has made.
That is very poor defending, though. Very poor defending. Why would you leave your player unmarked like that for her to get that chance off?
Yeah. All right. So if you were to take some of these shots on goal from Japan, and kind of like we've seen them in similar ones in the WSL, even against United this season. Do you think that PTJ could have saved those, or if I mean, it's always for me, it's always keepers are like, okay, they could save it, they could not. You never really know. I mean, we as our Arsenal heads go on, we see this between Borba and DVD. I think Emma Hayes could have a very real struggle of who her number one keeper is going to be in the next 15 months.
Saka
And over the
Kumagay,
next 15
one
months.
from London City Lionesses. Please come on for Japan.
Um,
So that's another European player that we've not even thought about.
who?
Kumagay.
Japan have a lot of the Japan internationals seem to play in the WSL, but we really only like hear about like Miwazawa, Yamashita, Fujino, kind of, but the big one being Hasegawa. But then, I mean, you look at the players, um, and where they play. I mean, there's West Ham, there's London City. I think there's a Villa thrown in there as well. Like it seems that if you aren't playing in Japan, you're playing in the WSL.
Let
Yeah,
me
let's see.
get
Let's see.
that.
Of their starting 11, you got Manchester United, oh North Carolina Courage, City, Liverpool. Oh, we've got one for Bayern Munich, Everton, Brighton, Spurs,
So here,
City.
here for Japan, you've got Yui Endo from West Ham. You've got Fujino from Manchester City. Hermano from Chelsea. Yui Hasegawa from Manchester City. Hayashi for Everton. Um, Hydrikata for Aston Villa. Ashawani for Everton as well.
Kamaji, who just came on for London City.
We didn't even realise that one, but Kitaguana plays for Everton. Koga for Spurs. Kumagai for London City Lionesses.
Shimizu, who is still on the bench, is Liverpool.
Yeah. But she's
Hijikata for Villa.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kiko,
it looks like a majority of them play.
Kiko Sike plays for Brighton. Oyama plays for Man City as well. Tsunda plays for Brighton. Yueke plays for West Ham, and then obviously Yamashita plays for Man City.
All right. Let's see. We've
That's like
got Sears and Hutton coming on.
6, 7,
Hutton,
8.
I think, is making her debut. Emma Sears
It's from Japan
is
that plays.
attacker, and Claire Hutton is a midfielder. Oh wait, no, Claire Hutton is not making her debut. She played in 4 other games. Alyssa Thompson and Lindsay Heaps are coming off. Sorry, I had to get it in there at least once.
She's not been shit tonight, is she? She's
No, she's not.
Japan player down with injury. Looks like to the head. Hutton is on, and Sears is on.
And yeah, so they've changed out their attackers. The U.S. has changed out their attackers. And Emily Fox is still on the pitch.
Oh, Emma Hayes, what are you doing to us? Emma, are you trying to sabotage Arsenal because you know they're the only team still in the Champions League? Alyssa Thompson off. Lindsay Heaps off. Here's on.
And Japan are making another substitution.
Yeah, I think they have to because of this injury to.
Yeah.
Look, they can in this game anyway. It's a friendly. Make as many substitutions as you want.
Which is then it's like, okay, why Emma Hayes haven't you made more than 2 substitutions before the 85th minute? She's now made 4.
It's
which
not
still isn't
that
that many.
the substitution that Japan are making has just been made in this half.
Yeah, the player that came off with the injury is slowly walking behind the goal right now.
Yeah, the injury, head injury, concussion protocol. Yeah, she's not very stable on her feet when they did the.
Yeah, all right. Unrelated to both of the current teams that are playing.
She plays for Liverpool.
Hannah Hampton.
Yeah.
Do you think she's staying at Chelsea?
Yeah, she's one of the ones that has said that she'll sign a new contract. From what I believe, Hannah Hampton is one of the ones that wants to sign a new contract, and Sam Kerr and Millie Bright are the ones that said no, not signing new contracts for.
Do you think that England will only play her in these 2 World Cup qualifier games, or will they play Anna Morehouse, or who's the third keeper?
Definitely not. Serena.
I think Anna Morehouse has a good chance to play against Finland.
Yeah,
probably
but Anna Morehouse hasn't really had the experience at England. If anything, if she's looking for the experience, she's going to play Ellie Roebuck. But I think if you look at Ellie Roebuck's performance with Aston Villa recently, I wouldn't say she's one of the best goalkeepers at the moment. I think
I think Anna Morehouse has a better shout to be playing based off of current performance than Ellie Roebuck. But then again, Orlando have only played. I'm double checking this.
The thing is, right, Ellie Roebuck hasn't been the same, obviously, since whatever illness that she had come down with. She hasn't really been the same player. I know what she suffered from was, I think it was something along the lines of a stroke. That obviously affects the brain, so she's not going to be the same person. Thinking wise, so I wouldn't. And I think the downfall of Ellie Roebuck was going to Barcelona, thinking that she was going to be their number 1 goalkeeper, when I think in Ellie Roebuck's mind that was a really bad decision to make. That ball was definitely out. How that ball get kept in and not flagged down for a goal kick is beyond me. But yeah, going back to Ellie Roebuck and Hannah Hampton is, if you didn't watch England before now and you thought Ellie Roebuck had never ever actually had an England cap, you would probably look at her Aston Villa stats and say, well, they're not actually that good. So what has she really done to merit the call up? But the only reason Ellie Roebuck has been called up is purely because Ellie Roebuck was number 1 before Mary Earps was number 1. So, I think Ellie's stats now don't really cover what she used to be like.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, but definitely not.
It was for me. It was always Yui Hasegawa just came off and at the start of stoppage time. The Ellie Roebuck move to Barcelona always puzzled me because she made the move from City to Barcelona after not having played for City for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it was like Barcelona and their expectations for their players. I'm not saying that cities weren't high, but for me, it was weird that it was an odd move. I will put it that way. Whether she was expecting to be the number one keeper after Sandra Panos went to Mexico,
Yeah.
or not, whether having not played for so long for City, it puzzled me that I don't want to say that Barcelona were considering her, but if it was on a free transfer, it might have just been let me offer myself up to the club.
Let's face it, there's only one other reason that somebody would think going to Barcelona would benefit their career, and that's money wise. If she was offered a good pay package at Barcelona, then yeah, you're going to go. But I don't think
I
it
don't
was.
know, considering the overhaul that Barcelona has had to make in the last summer, which was including letting Ellie Roebuck go and terminating her contract because of their financial unwell-being, if you want, so to speak. It's again one of those shocking things. I mean, player salaries, if you know how to look and where to look, they are public knowledge. It's a business. I mean, you have to think these clubs. They are professional athletes, but they are businesses, and businesses get audited, and most companies financial audits do get made to be public knowledge. And back when last season, I was looking at the Manchester United financials because they were one of the biggest clubs that was in one of the largest financial deficits. And I looked at the documents, and it was over 200 pages, and I was trying to string through and look through some of these higher level summary pages. They on these audit forms, you have to list out like your top 5 earners by your board of directors, by your men's team, by your women's team, by your support staff. Like you list out like your top 5 earners. The wages that the likes of Aitana Bonmati are on, she's I think well over 1.25 million euros a year. I think Alexia Putellas is just over $1 million.
Yeah.
And then so you take the Barcelona top 2 earners, and then you take the Arsenal top 5 earners, and the Arsenal top 5 I think just eke out over the top 2 Barcelona earners.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like Barcelona are a club that are wanting to reward longevity, and sometimes that longevity is it does come with those high performances. Full time is about to be called here, but there's only so much you can do. Like Arsenal could pay at least two players off of Bonmati's wages. So I mean, it's just one of those things. Like how different clubs / businesses reward their players, and I think that that's something that could obviously be talked about in a different show and not during this watch along that has now fully ended here. But it's just one of those things, is how clubs treat their players. And I don't want to say treat their players like they are mistreating them, but they even the Chelsea, like what Chelsea pays their players, a lot of it seems to be more on paying players to make them come to Chelsea than saying I want to play for Chelsea because it's my dream club.
Yeah.
Barcelona, they do get the players wanting to be part of the absolute historic value that club as a whole has. So I have in the past 7 years really gotten into football, but there were always clubs that always you always knew who they were or what they were, at least in the general sense of the football world, and Chelsea wasn't really one of them.
Yeah.
It was I mean, primarily Barcelona and Real Madrid is really what I was hearing more than anything. But then, so it's kind of one of always those interesting things. I don't know what I'm watching an intro to, but I feel like it might be to Michelle Akers, Bank of America thing. I thought they were getting ready for the 1999 movie.
Going
So
back
I mean,
to
it's always going to be one of those interesting things.
no, but Catherine, I think this is the thing where Chelsea are going to start making a bit of a loss of money, because yeah, they do have the investors. Obviously, like Serena Williams' husband, he is a plonker, I think. He, and then obviously the basketball player that has put money into them as well. But I think most of that money is going on player wages. I don't necessarily think that money is going on investment, and especially this season. And I think that's where Chelsea will find their losses going, because they have to pay these players big bucks, but will essentially affect them for the next couple of seasons coming up.
Oh, holy crap! All right. You've got Alessia Russo at this is in USD. I can't get this to convert elsewhere. Alessia Russo's at around 390 a year. Leah Williamson's at 356. Beth Mead at 320. Those are the top four. Alyssa Thompson 926. Sam Kerr 398. Kira Walsh 356.
Yeah.
She is paid the same as Lucy Bronze. Even Naomi Girma, she's on 350. Or 349. 349 is she gets paid more than Beth Mead.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to look up the Barcelona stuff, because I know that's absolutely astronomical.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna see if I can find them real quick. But they paid for Alyssa Thompson not only in excuse me, in the fee to get her over, but to pay her to stay. All right, so all right. Aitana Bonmati is at 988 euros. Alexia Putellas is at 728. Iwa Payor 431. And then Petri Giharo is at 249. I don't know why they switched currencies on me, so I can't even give you a one-for-one comparison. But I know that Mariona is, I think, the number 5 earner at Arsenal. She's at 277,000 USD, which I think is maybe around the 249 mark for Petri. But I mean, you're still looking at Bonmati. She's at 988. Astronomical. That's 19,000 euros, pounds. Shit, pounds. It might be in pounds. This website it's pounds. Yeah, so 988,000 pounds a year which is $19,000 a week.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
But then you're like, okay, well, we're rewarding her for her longevity at the company. She's been here for 10 years, and then she's also won the most individual prestigious award out there 3 times in a row. So you also have to reward strong performances, I guess, is the best way to like put it in corporate terms.
Yeah.
So, and that's nothing on like Alessia Russo, not saying that she's not performing well, or Leah Williamson, or I mean Kim Little, she wasn't even breaking into the top 5. Like,
listen, Leah Williamson can't be asked to show up for Arsenal. Then she should have been getting any paid any more higher than Kim Little was.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can.
Yeah, I don't see England paying our wages that much, do we?
No.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Arsenal. Let's see if this is gonna get me. Kim Little. All right, got it. It's converted to pounds. Alessia Russo is at 286 a year. Let's see. Kim Little was reportedly at 104, level on salary with McCabe, Kyra Cooney Cross, Latu Wubamoy, and Laia Kodina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, and there's 4 players that are rumored to be on the same wage.
Yeah.
In that 11th spot, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna Neiswanger was making a pretty penny. Jesus Christ.
On a bench. Not even making the bench half the time. No wonder she wasn't bothered that she wasn't making the bench.
Yeah, Emily Fox is up there. I don't know if you saw this, and I know this is you might be getting tired now at this point, but it was the U.S. audit had been recently completed, and the financials got posted, and it was a huge thing when Emma Hayes did get hired in, because she refused to accept anything less than what the men's manager was getting paid, which I think is like 1.5 a year.
Well, let's face it, Emma Hayes probably has won more as a manager than the men's USA manager.
Yeah. So, I mean, in my eyes, the women's manager should be getting paid at least the same as the men's, if not more, given the U.S. the women's team is the one that makes you the most money, or sorry, makes you the most winningness and brings home the most trophies.
The USA has always been one to try and push the fair wage between women and men, though. So
at least in the football world, yes.
Yeah. So
there's
He's went over and said, you know what, I'm not getting paid less than your men is getting paid, so don't offer me.
Yeah, so they had Potch on there. He's the top guy, and then Emma Hayes, and then Greg Bertholder. He's the guy who Potch had replaced, and then it starts going down on the players, and I believe Emily Fox gets more than Lindsay Heaps. I'd have to refine that. I don't think I saved it in a bookmark, but
I think I seen that on X a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
where a few Arsenal fans had said, let's face it, Emily Fox is making a pretty penny out there, so definitely.
Right. Deservedly so, in my opinion. I might have sent it to you.
You might have sent it to me, and amongst everything else that you sent to me.
I send you a lot of stuff, and I feel bad that I send you a lot of stuff, but I also feel like you would be one to tell me, like, dude, stop.
I think we do it to each other just as much as one another, so it's definitely fine.
I can sometimes tell when you're on different accounts.
Yeah, it's hard controlling 3 accounts.
Oh my god, I can't find it.
I have my own. I have the Arsenal Women's Chat Show one to control, and then I have the Women's Football Chat Show one to control. And bearing in mind that I also have an Instagram page to run for the Arsenal Women's Chat Show. I also have a TikTok to run for the Arsenal Women's Chat Show. And and my mum
Right.
was just me saying she was in a fight tonight.
Your mom was?
Yeah.
Did she get arrested?
Clearly not. She texted me if she was arrested in the UK over the weekend, she would be in till Monday.
Trying to. I can't find this quick enough. But Emily Fox is doing very well for herself, and she flies so much under the radar that you wouldn't even realize that. Like, for me, she's so underrated. Like,
yeah,
when you think of the you ask really anyone else, and they say who's the best right back in the world right now, they're gonna say Lucy Bronze. That's kind of like the only name that people seem to know as playing a right back. But what you get from Emily Fox that I don't think you get from Lucy Bronze, is the consistency game in, game out.
Yeah,
I think you could argue that Ellie Carpenter could be thrown up there as like Emily Fox and Ellie Carpenter as the best right backs.
Yeah.
And I think Lucy Bronze of 4 years ago could be part of that name and in contention for that. But for me, as much as I like the performances that Lucy Bronze can put in, they don't seem to be consistent enough for club or country.
Not now.
Not in the last 12 months. No.
Let's face it, Lucy Bronze is. I think at this moment in time, Lucy Bronze should just give up international football and focus on a club football. But she's never going to. I think Lucy Bronze is actually quite selfish in that way, in terms of that, especially during obviously the Euros recently, where she was playing on a broken tibia, and you're just thinking.
I saw something. I saw something a bit more recently on that, and it was like the calling out and the difference between the Chelsea physio team and the England physio team.
Yeah.
And that, like, it was brought to the club's attention that, hey, something doesn't feel right and I need to get this checked out.
Yeah.
We'll put some icy hot on it and call it good, and we'll give you some, what is it, paracetamol or whatever the hell you guys call it. I call it ibuprofen, Tylenol. We'll give you some mild pain relievers that you can just pick up at the grocery store, and put you on your way. And then, England physios, hey, I have a problem, and it's, well, let's take a look at it. And oh, well, shit, you've been playing on this. It looks like you broke it, and it has started to heal incorrectly. Like it was I think it was to that point when she joined up for the Euros that she had been injured for so long at the club level that her bone started to heal incorrectly.
Yeah.
Which means that it didn't happen in the last week or two of the season.
Yeah, it happened a good bit into the season. So when did it happen that Chelsea didn't pick up on this?
Or that they chose to ignore it.
Yeah.
And so, hey, your bone's not popping out of your leg. We're going to call this fine.
Yeah. Right. I'm really sorry, Catherine. I'm going to have to go and see what's going on with my mum, because I might have to go and get it.
Fair on that.
Be on with me today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to me waffle.
As always. And if anybody else is still in the stream and it's not too late for you as well, make sure you like and subscribe, guys. We will be back on Tuesday with a England watch along. So if you're about, Catherine, I know you said you might be around in the second half.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ryan over on the Mr. Arsenal podcast is going to be doing a watch along with us. It's still to be decided if he hasn't texted back. So we'll be around anyway. We'll either be on this channel or we'll be on the Arsenal Women's Chat Show on a watch along for the England v Spain game. So yeah, thank you very much for coming on tonight. And everybody that was in the comments, I know there wasn't very much because it was probably too late for some people. So yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday, and thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Bye.